Hey guys, John here. Today I'm going to talk about Titan's Return Brawn and Seaspray. I picked them up off an eBay seller from China at quite a reasonable price, under RRP in the UK here. I'm going to start off with Brawn, so let's get cracking, shall we? And here's Brawn in his robot mode. Now at the two purchases, this guy is the least favourite there, but only by a short margin. In terms of Generation 1 aesthetic, he's pretty much spot on there. For a figure his size, he has ball joints where you'd expect him to be, as well as joints in the knees for transformation. Weapon wise, you've got a little weapon that sits on the back there, or can sit in one of the little peg holes there. Looks better on his back there, because I really can't remember Brawn ever having a gun in the cartoon, but it just looks a bit silly anyway with the three lights supposed to be guns. You really can't go wrong with this figure in robot mode. They've nailed it pretty much spot on. And here he is in his alt mode. While the robot mode goes for a more G1 aesthetic, the alt mode itself is more modernised, which is not a bad thing by any means, and you'd expect it given it is a modern figure. Transformation's pretty standard. The legs fold up, the arms push in, and then they form at the side there. The only bit that kind of confused me a little was his backpack. I thought we'd just slot into the little peg hole there. I mean, why wouldn't I? It makes sense. However, it does just slot in between his legs. And of course, you do have the typical Titan Master gimmick where you can chuck a wee Titan figure into his driver's seat. Fuck's sake. Nice try. And here's my favourite out of the two, Seaspray. The reason for that is, I do have a bit more of a nostalgic connection to this character. I had the G1 figure when it was re-released and also the G2 version, so he was always got to win out the two. This figure itself doesn't really go for that classic Generation 1 look, although it has a little pack stroke weapon there that gives you that Generation 1 paunch. I really do like the design they've took on Seaspray though. And again, he has quite a lot of the same sort of posability you'd expect from a figure that size. Ball joints in the arm and the elbow, and then the legs and the hips as well. And as Retro Prime had mentioned, everything on this figure is super tight in terms of the jointing, which is no bad thing at all. And here's Seaspray in his alt mode. Definitely the favourite of my two molds. Transformation on this is really clever, just the way everything joins together. There's a little bit of mass shifting as well. Retro Prime did say that you can see it a little bit on mine there, that you get a gap between the middle of his joint of his front section there. I think this all has to do with making sure his two leg joints at the top, or hip joints, whatever you want to call them, are set correctly. Even on mine they aren't set there, but the better positioned they are, the less that gap is showable. In terms of the design, yeah, again it's more modern take, which is good, although I did like the more slimline G1 aesthetic. The only thing I do want from this mold now is to see it in some shiny G2 chrome, and I know Hasbro should really do this, and I'm hoping they will, because they do enjoy getting a repaint or 5 out of their molds. Alright guys, that's my video on Seaspray and Brawn. Please, if you do like them, I could do a few new subscribers, a wee like, maybe a comment. I do like comments, always reply. But until next time, have a lovely day.